Hello there! Now I will show you how to create your own Telegram ChatGPT bot on your OrangePi 3 LTS running Armbian with this easy-to-follow video guide. I want to give a shout out to Karim Iskakov for creating the bot and sharing it on GitHub. I made this video because I had some difficulties installing the bot on my device, but eventually figured it out on my own. I hope you find this video helpful. It will show you how to install the ChatGPT bot step by step. In a nutshell, it will be as follows. Just a heads up, I use the pop-OS and its built-in terminal to connect to the single boot via SSH, but you can use any SSH client you like. You can find all the links and comments in the video descriptions. Let's get started. To run Armbian on your device, you will need to download and install balenaEtcher. It's a free and a popular image blurring program that you can download from the link on your screen. Select balenaEtcher from the product drop-down list and click on the download button. Choose a related download option for your operation system and wait for the program to download. To get started, go to the Armbian project website and go to the Downloads section. Choose the manufacturer and the single board computer you want to use. I choose the command line interface version because it suits my needs and is smaller than the desktop version. Once it's downloaded, open balenaEtcher and select Flash from file. Choose the downloaded image and select your microSD card as the target. Wait for the process to finish. After that, insert the microSD card into your single board computer, connect it to the router with a cable and turn it on. The image may take a while to load on your computer. Once it's loaded, we can move on to the next step. There are two ways to find the IP address of your device. Check the router setting or use the Nmap utility. We will use the second method. First, we need to install Nmap by running this command in the terminal. The sudo command is used to execute commands with the elevated access right. To find out the IP address range of your network, use the ifconfig command in the terminal. If you are using Wi-Fi to connect to the internet, look for fragments that start with the W or E for the Ethernet cable. The second line will have the information you need, including your local IP address and subnet mask. To get more accurate information, it's recommended to run Nmap as an administrator. Use the following command in the terminal. The command will scan all devices connected to the network and will see a list of devices, but we only need to find the OrangePi 3 device. Take note of its IP address or copy it into a text editor for reference. Now we can move on to the next step. To log in into your OrangePi, enter this command in the terminal. 1234 is default password. You will be asked to set a new password for security reasons. You can use the suggested hotkey if you don't want to create a new user. Once you will log in, you're ready for the next step. This bot is indeed to run in Docker, so we will now install and configure everything you need. Sure, let's get started with the installation of Docker and Docker Compose. We need to first update and install the packages in order to use the repository over HTTPS. Enter the following commands in the terminal. Next, we need to include the official Docker repository key for GPG. Since our computer's processor is ARM-based, it excludes the following command. Now, update the repositories and install the Docker engine. Check the installed version of Docker by running the command. Let's see if a Docker properly installed by excluding the Hello World image. If you see the message Hello from Docker, it means the Docker works good. Now install Docker Compose, which is the tool to define and run multi-containers Docker applications. Let's run the installation script. Check the installed version with the command. Great, everything in place. Now we can optimize Docker by reducing the size of the containers log files and disabling userland proxy. We do this for the following reasons. During operations, the container might vary activity right data to the event log, increasing the size of the log file, but we are all limited by the size of our SD card. Docker builds a separate TPC or UPD proxy for each port in order to publish them outside the container. The presence of several ports slows network connection and places additional strain on the processor. To perform this optimization, we must first create the daemon.json file by issuing the following command. Now fill it with these parameters. Save and close the file. To do so, use Ctrl+X followed by escape. To take effect, restart the Docker service. Now you can go to the next step. To install the bot on our single board, we must first copy it to our system. Let's do it. After copying the Telegram bot, we need to get the Telegram bot token and ChatGPT IP key. To get the Telegram bot token, open the Telegram app and search for bot fuzzer. Once you find it, click it on Start and then select Create New Bot. Give your bot a name and username ending in bot. This will generate your bot token. Now we need to obtain the API key. To do so, navigate to follow link. Click Generate New Secret Token. Copy the token and save it to your file. Now we must configure our bot. Run the following commands to open the setting file. Input the following contains our bots. Go to configuration file. Fill in the blank with the received token and key. Ctrl+X to confirm saving changes. Now we must rename the configuration file so that our bot may use them. To do so, use the following commands. To make the bot compatible with ARM 8v8 processors, we need to modify the Docker Compose YAML file. We have to change the MongoDB version and add a few lines to optimize the database size and limit memory usage. Here are the steps. Open the Docker Compose YAML file. Change the version of MongoDB. Add the following commands to limit the cache size and memory usage. Save and exit the file by pressing Ctrl+X and then confirming the changes. After complete these steps, our bot will optimize it for running on our single board. Now we can move to the final step. Use the following command to start our containers. To check your bot, open your Telegram and search for the bot name. Start a chat with the bot and type in a message. The bot should respond with a message generated by GPT-3 model. You are great!